I feel the spring went good. For me, I just had to focus on the little details and stuff that I kind of didn't get down last year. So I'll say overall it went great. Sure.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree on that. I feel like as a team, we got closer. A lot of moving pieces, a lot of new people on the team, and we just focused on kind of having like a good team culture, like a family feeling in the facility. And individually, I feel like I had to work on a lot of new pieces in my game, mainly running routes, but I definitely got more natural as we were going. So overall, I have a good feeling about the spring.
You mentioned team culture for both of you guys. What was the reason that you chose to come back to Arizona? What was the main reason? And how was training camp with the new staff?
Just the brotherhood, and like you said, the culture in the facility. It's just all love. Like I haven't been to a place where you just walk in and you just feel the love, and then the new staff is great. I want to give them a chance and see, what type of people they were and stuff like that. And I already had a great relationship with Coach Bobby Wade because he recruited me when he was at the team up north. So I already knew him, so I was already comfortable with that change. But overall, it's great.
Yeah, I never thought about leaving. I love Tucson. I love Arizona. And I still have a lot of teammates that I'm very close that decided to stay as well. So for me, it was never a choice to actually leave. And just Coach Atkins as a person, he's a great coach, football-wise, but also just as a human being. So being around him, I felt super comfortable from day one, right off the bat. So yeah, I'm still happy with my decision to stay, and I'm very, very happy overall.
Roberto, how would you describe your experience in Tucson?
Kind of all over the place. I'm an old head on the team, as you guys know. I've been here since 2020, COVID year, freshman year. So just moving to the US was kind of wild. Everything hit me at once. But overall, just amazing. Tucson is kind of like the opposite of where I'm from. The weather, the food, everything is different, but I'm still very happy that I committed back then, and I'm still finding out a bunch of new places, a bunch of new things every day. So yeah, it's great out here. I love it. Yeah.
And then you're from Germany originally.
Yes, sir.
How would you describe life back home and your childhood?
So definitely not football. Mainly playing soccer growing up. But yeah, just as I said, it's kind of the opposite. The weather is way different. The people are kind of more like private. They're not as open as like Americans out here. So everybody kind of stays to themselves. But I just had to adjust to it. And yeah, as I said, I like it a lot.
You have a lot of family in Germany?
Yeah, I have family all over the place. I always kind of say like I have family everywhere but the U.S. So Portugal, Great Britain, all the way in Africa, Angola. So yeah, I have a big family all over the place, kind of. Yeah.
Okay, which of the receiver positions were you working the most at this time?
The Z.
The Z, and
Yeah.
how do you feel that this has worked for you with the rotation that Coach Brandon and Coach Wade have done with the position?
I felt it was good because last year I just knew one position, which was a Z. This year, I'm kind of older and starting to learn the game a little more, so now I know the Z, F, and X. So wherever they need me, I can go plug and play, like with no problem. So.
For either one or both, what are the biggest differences and similarities between this offense and the one that you were in under Fish?
Tight end's getting a lot of love in this playbook, so that's probably for me the biggest difference. We got the rock, yeah, way more than last year. And what I like the most about this offense and kind of like the way we run practice, we rotate a lot, especially in the spring. It's a lot about development. It doesn't matter if you're 1, 2, or 3. No matter if you're on the field or in the meeting room, everybody gets questions. Everybody has to be locked in. And I think that's kind of like more the college approach compared to like the NFL approach last season, which I love. Everybody's getting a fair chance, and it's a lot about development and getting better overall.
Roberto, how does a soccer player in Germany start playing football?
It was kind of like a wild story. I was doing track and field back home in high school, and I had a friend who just kind of asked me like, "Hey, you want to join me? There's this crazy sport called American football." and there's like an open tryout. And I was like, you know what? Let me give it a chance, and I just fell in love with it, and I just stuck with it, and yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Did you start watching the game?
Yeah, I kind of started watching it a lot on YouTube, kind of like college workouts, a lot of like just NFL highlights, the hardest hits all year, kind of stuff like that, just all over the place. And I just, fell in love, as I said. Yeah.
Noah, what can you tell us about the progress that these two have made during this spring camp?
Oh, they're special. It goes for the whole group. This team's done a great job at it. It's a lot of credit for Brandon and the coaches, but these two especially have made big strides. Considering we lost two big guys in that position, Jacob County and Tanner, these two have stepped up big time, and you can see their confidence growing. You can see our relationship growing. It's awesome to see.
Where do you think the offense has grown the most this spring?
I think a trust factor, and from the coaches to the players to players. We knew it was going to be a little rocky coming in with a new terminology, a new scheme, but like I said, the coaches did a great job kind of helping us in a lot of ways on and off the field, and I think we finished up good.
How do you think the spring and the last 5 weeks, how do you think it sets you guys up for next year?
It's big time because this is the first time and kind of the only time before fall camp that we get to be on the field with the coaches. So getting their coaching, seeing their kind of points of view and what they're looking for in each play, it's real big in that phase, and then kind of the chemistry between the guys.
How did it feel to be back in the fans?
When do things go?
How did it feel to be back in fans?
It's awesome. From running out, they were here 40 minutes early. It was on the Zoom and the fans, so they showed up tonight. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the show. But man, you guys are the reason we do it. You guys are a big reason why this team came back. So we appreciate it.
When do you guys get back on the field, like for player-led stuff, and how does that kind of go?
Yeah, so we'll be gone for most of May. We'll be back in June, and I think right when we get back, we're in summer workouts and summer player-run practices. So a good little break to kind of get reactivated, and it's go time when we get back in June.
And by player run, do you guys designate someone who is like the coaches that are running these things, or is it just a total collaborative effort?
It's a collaborative effort.
Noah, how is T-Mac doing, and what's it been like to not have him out there? You've been playing with him.
Yeah, he's doing good. Everything is going well with him. Still in great spirits, but like I said, these two, along with a lot of other guys, kind of stepped up. You saw Rex Haynes today, Devin Hyde, Brandon Phelps. So you can go down the list for our skill guys that stepped up from receivers to tight ends. So obviously, like I said before, not having T-Mac gives room for a lot of people to kind of step up into that role, and they did a great job for themselves.
How was it
Well,
for
last
you?
question here. Last question.
How was it for you adjusting to that? Because you're so used to having them out there, playing in high school and college together, and now having that moment where he isn't out there.
It's difficult from a friend perspective because this is kind of the first time that I've been on the field without him. Obviously, he played the freshman year without me, so this is kind of the first time the team was turned. But as from a player, it hasn't been too different, too difficult because, like I said, the team and the coaches kind of having my back, stepping up in a lot of ways. Winning them one-on-ones, trusting, giving me the trust to be able to give them the ball, and then winning when I need them to.
Thanks,
All right, that's our time.
Thank you.